Good afternoon. It's Betty, and I'm getting ready to cook on Fawn Ridge. Today's channel special is dedicated to the young parents that have to come home from work after a hard day and make dinner for their family. You want it to be a nice meal and you want it to be healthy, but you also want it to be quick. So what I am going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make a very quick meal for your family. So we're going to make cube steak and rice. So I got my cube steak. They're not seasoned yet, but I've already washed them and dried them. And you know, this is a debate that a lot of people have. Do you wash your cube steaks? Because I'm told that you should just take them out of the package like ground beef and just cook them. Because I do remember a elder lady a long time ago. She used to even wash her ground beef. I don't really think it's necessary because we cook our food to a certain temperature, so we really should be okay. But anyway, I'm gonna cook cube steak, and I really had a hard time finding cube steak. Not only is it expensive, but it is scarce. And I got these two pieces at the grocery store. It cost me $10, and I literally had to cut them in half. But that's okay because this still will feed a family of four or a family of two, depending on your appetite. So I'm gonna get these all seasoned up. I'm gonna use my Lowry, of course. I use that every day. I'm gonna use some black pepper, and I'm going to use just a little bit of onion powder, okay? And that's gonna be my seasoning for the meat, just to get it started, because first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brown it, and then I'm gonna come back and show you what other steps that I'm going to do. Meanwhile, I got my water boiling, and I'm gonna make some riceland rice. Look, this is the easiest rice that you can make. I know we grew up on the long grain rice, but this is easier, it's fluffier, and I really learned to like it. So all you got to do is boil your water, and turn it off. Let it come to a boil. Turn it off. Add your rice. Put your lid on it, and just let it become fluffy. That is really easy. And then you can cook you some Pillsbury biscuits, and then you have a wonderful meal for your family. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and prepare my cube steak, and then I'll come back and show you how I have progressed. Okay? All right, I'm back, and I've seasoned my meat, and I'm going to get ready to um, put it in my oil that's already heated on the stove. These are kind of small, so it's not going to take very long. So, but what you want to do is you want to take them and you want to put them in flour. Put flour on both sides, young people. Just like this, not too much. And then you want to drop it in the skillet. And I really only have 4 pieces, so I really wanted to do about 8 so I could show you exactly how to do it, but that's okay. 4 is enough because it's only just for this household. Okay? To be honest, it was 2 pieces, and because I couldn't find any more in the store, I cut them in half. So you season them, and you put flour on both sides, very light. That's also going to aid in making my gravy. Even though I'm going to use a gravy mix, the flour that I put on the meat is going to add, help me make gravy to my meat that I'm cooking in the skillet. Okay? So while that's frying, I'm going to go ahead. This is my rice that goes in my water. And I got 2 cups of water and I got 2 cups of rice. Meanwhile, I have a cup of water, 1 cup, and I'm going to add to that 1 package of brown gravy. And I'm going to add a pack of Lipton beef onion soup. Because I don't have that much meat and I'm not going to make that much gravy, instead of using the entire pack, I'm only going to use half. Dump it in with the gravy. And then I'm going to take my little blender and I will mix it together. Once my meat is brown on both sides, then I'll drain the oil off, and then I'll come back and we'll add this to the meat. and that will help make our gravy. Again, this is a real simple meal. Once it brown, my meat brown on both sides, then I'll add my onions. I have about maybe a quarter of an onion already sliced here. And then I have some green peppers. So you just need onions and green pepper. All right? So I am going to let my meat cook, and then I will be right back. All right, now I've browned my cube steak, and I've taken them out the skillet. So now, while I'm waiting to make my gravy, I just took these out of the grease, and I'm going to add my onions. Can you see me? I'm going to add my onions. And I'm going to add my pepper. Gonna let that saute for a little bit, and then I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of the flour that I was using. Not very much, because I already have a gravy mix. I don't want it to be too thick, so just a little bit. So that your mixture looks like this. This is your onion, and that's your pepper. So we're going to let it cook down a little bit, and then I'll add my gravy. So remember, I had 1 cup of water. I had 1 cup of beefy onion Lipton soup mix. And I had 1 package of gravy. I added it to a cup of water. And now we're just going to take this and we're going to pour it in that mixture. And I'm going to add just a little bit more water. I'm going to take my meat and I'm going to put it in the skillet. Got 4 really nice pieces here. So this is a meal for a mother and 2 children, or a mom and a dad and a child. Because most of the time the dad would probably want more than 1 piece. Okay? So I have to bring my stuff to you because I don't want to risk my camera falling. Okay? So I got it in the skillet, and now we're just going to let it simmer. Now some people take this mixture and they put it in a casserole dish, and then they stick it in the oven. But my skillet, you can see by this lid, is fairly large. So I can do the entire meal in this skillet. I'm going to turn it down on low, and I'm going to let it simmer. And that's the meal that I would like to prepare for the moms or for my young working parents. Meanwhile, I'll let that cook a little bit, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how we're going to do our rice. Remember, we're going to have riceland rice. All you have to do, I got 2 cups of rice that goes into 2 cups of boiling water. That's all you do if you don't know how to make rice. It's so easy. You boil your water. You turn it off. You add your rice. The same amount of water, the same amount of rice. And then you put your little butter in it. And then you got yourself a wonderful meal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to wait until the cube steaks get done. And then I'll show you how to fluff your rice. All right? All right, I'm back. And I've completed my cube steak. Don't they look wonderful? So I got my cube steak and the gravy. And I have my rice all nice and fluffy. And remember, today's meal is dedicated to the working parents. Because you can come home from work and you can make this meal in 1 hour. I guarantee you can make this meal for 1 hour. So again, what I did is I took a pack of cube steak and I browned them on both sides. Before I did that, I seasoned them with my Lawry seasoning. My favorite. I used a little black pepper. I used a little onion salt, onion powder, just a little bit, just a dab. Okay? And then I browned my meat on both sides. After that, I took a pack of my beefy onion Lipton soup and a pack of McCormick gravy mix. Let me see if I can find that for you. Hold on. It's too late. I already threw it away. I'm sorry. But I took a pack of brown gravy and my beefy onion soup, and I added it to 1 cup of water. After I browned my meat on both sides, I removed it from the skillet. I removed some of the oil and left just a tad bit. To that, I added my onion and my green pepper, and I added my gravy and Lipton soup mixture to the skillet. I put my meat back in. Voila! And now we got gravy. Meanwhile, I made some riceland rice. Don't forget, it's really easy. You just boil water. You want 2 cups of rice, you add 2 cups of water. You bring your water to a boil, you put your rice in, and it's all done. And for a long time, I only used riceland rice, long grain. But now that I use minute rice, I have fell in love with it. So here's my rice. It's all nice and fluffy, and you know we got that debate. Do you put sugar in your rice? I didn't put any in this rice because if you want sugar in your rice, you can add it yourself. And that way, whoever in the house don't want sugar, they don't have to have sugar. I also got some Pillsbury biscuits in the oven because Pillsbury does it best, and I'm not going to make no homemade biscuits on a Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. So again, this is Betty on Fawn Ridge, and what I am doing is I'm simply showing you how I cook. I am not here to teach you to cook, but I'm trying to show you how to come home and make a nice, simple meal and make it easy. Simply easy. One of my friends tried to give me that model, but I keep getting it all twisted. But we're making simply easy meals here on Fawn Ridge. So, got on my signature hat. Today I got my Whip It Up Good apron. I'm not making a pie, but I did make dinner. So you go and have a great evening. And on Fawn Ridge, we'll be back tomorrow. And I don't know what it'll be, but if you got any ideas, then you go ahead and put it in the comment section. And what I need you to do most of all is I need you to like my page. I need you to subscribe, like, and share. Remember these 3 words: subscribe, like, and share. Make sure all of your friends know about cooking on Fawn Ridge because Miss Betty is here to show you how she do her thing in the kitchen. All right, you have a great evening. Bye-bye.